Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone are doing fine. So today is our seventh day, that is the last day of our bootcamp. So in the previous days, we have seen the basics of Python and basics of GUI. So let us try to implement all those things using a mini project. So before going into the project, so I would like to remind you about the attendance form. So it will be shared at the end of the stream. You should fill that. It is mandatory in order to get the certification. And do not forget to subscribe and like the video, right? So let us go into the project. So the project which we are doing is simple calculator using GUI. So let us start doing that one. So let us open VS Code and let us take a new file. Let us save it. Let us write it as mini project.py and let's save it. So let us write the necessary things from take into import star, and the main window name is root equal to tk, right? So next let us write root.main loop and let us set the geometry root dot geometry and let us keep it 350 by 500. So let's save it and run it. Yes, so this is looking nice for a calculator. So let us disable the full screen root dot resizable, that is 0 comma 0, and let us write the title to root dot title and let us write simple calculator with GUI. Now let's run it. So there is a title here, simple calculator using GUI, right? So now let us go and let us create a label, the label which will show us the inputs and outputs. So let me show you how it will work. First let us take a string variable. Let us write string var and let us first create frames. Frames is nothing but just a separate place for placing buttons or anything, right? It is just like text box. In text box we create a separate frame and we can write label inside that one, right? So that is text box, and let us go frame1 equal to, let us frame and root, and let us pack it frame1 dot pack, and in pack let us keep expand equal to true and let us fill both. There is nothing but expand equal to true means whatever the buttons we keep, it will be keeping it equal and it automatically expands, the size automatically expands. Fill is nothing but it will fill the whole frame, right? So it will not show anything. First let me create 4 frames and I will tell you what is the use of 4 frames. So let's write frame2 dot pack. Next this is frame3 dot pack, frame4 and frame4 dot pack, right? So next what shall we do? Let us create a label. So let us create a label and the label is label1 equal to label, and let us write and let us place the label in frame1. Frame1 is nothing but the upper part of the window, right? Frame1, and let us create a text variable. Text variable is nothing but the text can be changed, right? Calculator text can be changed. So we can write in the upper function, we need to create a function and we need to write the text whatever we are writing, right? So text variable, let us create an empty string first. In the variable, in the label, there should be nothing first, right? So let us create an empty variable and let us change the font equal to, let us take Arial font, and let us take the font size to be 20, right? And let us anchor this to southeast, right? So I have told you about this all anchor and font in the previous videos, right? So Let us keep the background as white. Okay, white, and foreground, that is the text color, to be gray. Gray. And now let us pack this one, label one dot pack, and similarly we should write here expand equal to true and fill equal to both. So let's see. So here we got it, right? So we got a frame here, we got a label box. So next let us create buttons. What are the buttons which we need? 1 to 9 numbers and a 0 number, and 4 operations, that is plus, equal to, star, and division. And along with those we need a C button. C is nothing but clear button, and one is equal to button, right? So first let us create first button, that is T1, or else let us write button 1 equal to button, and it should be placed in the frame 1, right? So in frame 1, so let me show you what is this. So let me comment it out first, and let me tell you what are the things which we need to put in the frame 1. Frame 1 is nothing but this is the frame 1, 2, 3 and addition. In the frame 2, 4, 5, 6 and minus. So got it? So this is how we should do. So 1, 2, 3 and addition symbol should be placed inside frame 1, right? So next, and the text the button should carry is 1, and font, let us keep the same font. Let us copy paste this one. And next, border should be nil, so let us keep 0, and background let us keep black, and foreground let us keep white. So next, okay, we need to write this in the string white, and let us pack it button 1 dot pack, and let's keep expand equal to true and fill equal to both, and the side is 1 will be the left side, right? Left side of the window. Let us write side equal to left. So let's see how it will look. Yes, we got 1 here, right? So the button is working. It is not displaying anything under label because we did not put any command. So first let us try to add 1, 2, 3, 3, right? 1, 2, 3 and addition. So let us create the similar button, and after that we shall add all commands. So button 2 dot pack, and the text should be 2. Now let's see. There you go. We got 1 and 2. Next we should get 3, and right side we should get addition, right? So let us copy this again. Okay. So let us copy this again and let us paste it. Let us paste it for 2 times. So this will be button 3, and text is 3. And this is text is 4. So we need to change to button, I'm sorry, this is button addition. Button addition, and here it should be plus. So let's run it. Yes, we got perfectly 1, 2, 3 and addition, right? So next we need to get 4, 5, 6 minus 7, 8, 9 star, right? So let us continue all this. So we have done 4 buttons totally, right? So now we should go to frame 2, right? So frame 1 carries all these things. Now let us go to frame 2. So let us copy paste this one. So we have created 3 buttons and addition button. So now let us create the 4th button that carries 4. So button 4, and the text should be 4, and it should be placed in the frame 2, right? So let us put it and let us run it, and we got in the second frame we got 4, right? So now let us copy paste it and let us do it for same for 5 and 6. So let us take it 5 here, 5 here, and the text should be 5, and let us change the name here, button 6, and let us change it to 6, right? So now let us run it. 4, 5 and 6, right? So now let us add subtraction button at side, right? So let us add subtraction button. So let us just, where is that one? Yes, button addition. Let us copy this and paste it here. So now let us change the name, subtraction, and let us also change this name, that is subtraction. And what is the text? The text should be minus. So now let's see how it will look. Okay, we did not change the frame. If you put frame 1, it will come here. Now let us change the frame. So frame should be frame 2, and let's run it now. Yes, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and minus, right? So now let us do similarly for 7, 8, 9, and let us keep multiplication now, right? So let me copy this and let me paste this, and this carries 7, 7 and text also 7, right? So this will be now frame 3. Got it? So let's paste 2 more times. This will carry 8, 8, 9, 9, and here the text is 9, here the text is 8, and we need to change the frame, that is frame 3, and this is frame 3. So now let's try to run it. Let's see how it will look. 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 5, 6 minus 7, 8, 9, and let us add star now, right? Star is nothing but multiplication. Got it? So let me copy this thing. Multiplication, and let us change this multiplication, and the text should be star, and the frame should be 3, right? So let's run it. Yes, perfect, right? So we have placed all these things, and now let us create a C button. C is nothing but clear button, right? So let us do this, and let me rename it as button clear, and clear button should be in the frame 4, right? Button clear, and let us change the frame 4, and the text should be C, right? So now let us see where it will come. Yes, C has come, and along with C we need to place 0 button too, right? So let us paste again, and let us change this to 0. Let me change it to button 0, and the text should be 0, and the frame should be 4. Let's run it again. Yes, we got C and 0. And next what we need to add? We need to add the resultant button and division button, right? So let us first add equal to button. So let me paste this one. Button equal, let us see. Button equal, and the text should be equal to, right? So that has completed, and let me keep that to frame 4. And next let us write button division, and we shall write slash here, right? So now let us run it. Okay, we need to change the frame 4, right? So let me run it now. Yes, perfect. 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 5, 6 minus 7, 8, 9 star C0 equal to and slash, right? So this is how our calculator looks. So now let us add commands, because if you press this, nothing is happening, right? So let us add a command first for displaying, right? So let us go into the top, and let us add functions that will allow us to write on the label, right? So let me create a function, define display, and before that let me take a variable let me take a variable num. So let us take it an empty string, first an empty string, and let us write global num. So we have discussed the concept of global and local, right? So we are using global here because we are using inside a function, and since we are sending strings here, the text is a type of string. So let us write global num, and we should write num is nothing but empty string, right? Num plus, and we are passing a single number from there. Let us take it as number num plus, and let us convert into str and number, right? So now we have to change the label. What is our label name? Label1. Label1's text we need to change, right? So label1, and we should write text equal to num, right? So now we need to add display function to this. So for every function, every button, we need to add display, right? So let us go back to the buttons, and we need to add command now. So first let me do it for one. Command equal to, what is your function name? So let us take a lambda function first. Lambda is for just we are passing one parameter, right? Lambda, and our function name is display, and what we are passing 1, right? So now let us just check it whether it is working or not. Yes, 1 is being displayed here, right? So let us do it similarly for all the buttons. Command, and let me put it in the button 2 as well, and here it should be 2, and let me put here as well, that is 3. Now in the button addition also we need to put that one, and here it should be in the string, it should be plus. So let's see the frame 1 things are working or not. 1 is working, 2 is working, 3 is working, plus is working, right? So now let us put the 2, button 4, button 5, and all the buttons, and here it is button 4, right? So similarly it is 5, and it is 6, and now it is subtraction, right? So we need to put under a string and minus. So now it is button 7. Command equal to, okay, so we have written the command twice, so 7 is completed. So next command equal to, okay, command equal to 8. Next let us go into button 9, and let me paste this. This should be 9, and what is the next thing we should paste here? And it is star. Next it is clear button, right? So for clear button we need to create a separate function. So let us create a function after pasting all this, right? So first let me place all these things. It is 0, and next button equal, right? For button equal to we need to create a separate function, and this is the last one, button equal to, and let me write slash. So let us save it and run it. Let's see whether they are working or not. 1 2 3 plus minus 6 5 4 7 8 9 star and slash, right? And 0. These all are working. We need to add separate functions for equal to and c. C means nothing but this all should disappear. Equal to is nothing but whatever we are right, it should evaluate, right? So first let us try to create the clear function. Clear is nothing but for C button we need to create a separate function. So let us create a function, define clear everything, and let us use global num again, and num equal to, let us global num, and let us go down, num equal to empty string. Let us make empty string is nothing but totally empty, and let us just change it, text equal to Num is nothing but empty string. So once we press C, the totally empty string will be displayed. Empty string is nothing but totally empty. So where is our clear button? So let us add command equal to, just a minute. So we have added, and we need to add one more function, right? So first let me add, clear everything. So we need to create one more function for equal to. So let's see whether the C is working or not. Yes, perfect, it is working. So let us check again. Yes, it is working. So now let us create one more last thing, that is equal to button, that will evaluate the total things, right? So let us go now. So let us create separate function for equal to button. Define let us write compute, our function name to be compute, right? So let us make it global, the number global, and let us write result equal to str of eval of num. Eval is nothing but it is an inbuilt function which will evaluate the mathematical operations, right? So next what shall we do? The label one, and inside the text should be changed to result, and after that num should be made to empty string, right? So now let us see whether it will work or not. So we need to change the function at equal to button equal to, and command equal to compute. So compute. So let us see now whether it is working or not. So 23 plus 5, let us take, equal to 28. It is working. So let us press C. Let us check for minus 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. And let us check for multiplication as well. 8 into 2, 16, we got it. And let us check for division. 9 divided by 3, that is equal to 3. Yes, so everything is working fine. So let me explain you what is this eval. What is this eval, right? So let me take a new program. So let me explain you what is an eval. So let me write eval.py, right? So let us take a string. So let me take a string x equal to 56 plus, let us take 4. And now if I write z equal to str of eval and x, let me write. So let us just print z, and let us run it. Just a minute, it is being executed. Yes, we got it, 60, right? So whatever the expression, mathematical expression it is there, this eval function will evaluate it perfectly, right? So let me change it to something else. Let us change it for minus 52, right? So this is how the eval function will work, right? So let us see what else we can do. I guess we did it perfectly. So let me just check once again whether it is working fine or not. But just one more last time. Yes, it is working fine. So this is how you do calculator. And so since we have completed our mini project, so now there is a little work for you guys to do. So there is a, you need to add any one option to this calculator, any one extra option. So let me give you a few examples. You can add power option. Power is nothing but double star, and you can add floor division. Floor division is nothing but the division will give the integer part, right? So you can add that. So just create a new button, and what you need to do, you need to change the text, and you need to change this here, right? So that's it. So for power you need to put double star, and for floor division you need to put double slash, right? So these are few examples which I have given. So after this, so you guys need to fill a form. Let me show you the form. So this is a project submission form. You need to write email, name, college name, phone number, and you need to upload your .py file. So I will be providing you the source code, that is this total source code I will be providing you, and you just need to add two more buttons and two more functionalities, that is nothing but any choice, any mathematical operation, and you need to upload your .py file here. .py file is nothing but this file, right? So once you upload that one, and next there is a choice of courses, the courses which you want to see next. There is a choice: web development, data structures and algorithms, Java, and other courses you can write here, right? And you can provide the feedback of the bootcamp, and tell your opinion on our bootcamp, right? So do not forget to fill this form, and do not forget to fill the attendance form, and subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to like, right? So that's it from my side, and thank you everyone.